Hey everyone, Michelle here, the Brave Homeschooling Mama. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you how to do accommodations and modifications for your homeschool kid with disabilities. So welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome, and make sure you hit the subscription button so you don't miss any of my videos. So today I want to come in here and really quick and just share with you ways that you can accommodate and modify schoolwork for your children with disabilities, children that might have a learning disability, they might have ADHD. So I want to share things with you that you can do to help them access the curriculum and access the things that you're trying to teach them a little bit better. So first, let's talk about accommodations. Accommodations are things that you can do to help your child access the curriculum. It doesn't mean you're going to change it. It doesn't mean you are going to modify it. It's just how to accommodate. And the first thing, just by you homeschooling, you are already accommodating for your child with disabilities. Your child with disabilities might have started in regular school and that wasn't working. So by you taking them out of school and homeschooling, that is already an accommodation because you are able to tailor to their needs. Another accommodation, something that you can do is to slow down. We work, we slow down with our work. We do not, if a lesson, sometimes we're supposed to do some lessons in a week. If it takes us a week and a half, 2 weeks to be able to, for my daughter to understand the work, we'll take that time. So an accommodation that you can do for your child is to be able to slow down and go at their pace. Another thing that you can do is to read aloud to your kids. You can either read aloud to them or have, audiobooks. So that is a way to accommodate, the reading. So all the textbooks I read to my daughter, I read the novels to her. So I am accommodating to her for her, reading comprehension that she struggles with. It's a lot better when she's listening to it, that she has to read it herself and trying to understand and try to answer questions. So we read aloud. We don't do audiobooks, but that's also an accommodation that you can do. For some, I have made my own test. One of the things that I do, I make my own test to accommodate her learning style. We're doing geography now we are doing North Star geography, and we like it. I love the textbook, and that's something that I read to her. But I felt like the tests are the same. So you have the test and the note, taking questions is the same thing. So she was having a hard time just trying to understand. You just try to remember, the answers to the questions to be able to, to take the quiz. So the last couple of times I just kind of revamped the quiz. I did my own thing, and she's been doing a lot better. Another thing I'm doing that you can do is to add more visuals to your child's lesson for geography when we do our assignments. So I love North Star geography. I'm really liking it, but I've been having to do some accommodations to be able to accommodate my daughter. So these are the notes. So as we read the chapter, we're supposed to fill out these notes right here. So it's all just writing. So what I've been doing, I've been trying to find things that are more visual for her to remember. Because the first question here is, okay, what are the 5 layers of Earth from the center out? And she just had to write them down. But what I did, I found this online for her to be able to label this thing. So be able to remember better than just writing it out. So that's the way that I am accommodating for her. Also, like I say, the test looks exactly like this. So it wasn't working, so I'm kind of making my own test. So I made my own test, for her, and she's used to this, format of test. So I did it for her, and she did really good. So I took this and kind of made it into my own test, do more, fill in the blank, activities and listing, and so she's doing a lot better with that. Another thing that I do for our, I help her, take notes. So sometimes I will either write notes on the board for her to copy, or I help her find things in the book to write. So I'm accommodating for her. I'm helping her take notes, helping her how to, learning how to take notes. So we do that a lot. Another thing, so let's kind of jump in a little bit for math. What we do, we're using graph paper to help her align, her numbers better, and that helps any kid really with math, just having, graph paper. But that's an accommodation that I'm doing for her. And I also provide her in her notebook, she has a reference sheet for math that she can use for her assignments. There's a some different formulas in there, vocabulary that she needs to know. There's a multiplication chart. So anything that I feel might help her through her assignments or help her be more successful, then I have it in there for her. So for things like copy work and doing her writing assignments, she does a lot of typing. Sometimes she'll write things. It's a simple assignment that we're doing, but for her writing, she types. When we do copy work, she types it. So just to help her with her, she's able, she a little bit, hard time with handwriting, so it's more legible, and she can, she has the, spell checker, so that's something that's able to help her. So that's something that you can do with your child also. So those are the things that I do, because you see it's nothing huge that I'm doing to accommodate for her. And then one of the modifications that I'm doing, it is for math. So modifying for your child with disabilities is kind of changing something completely, modifying it so your child be able to access the material. So when you do a modification, if your child is not on grade level for math, you do another. So if you have a 9th grader and they're still doing 6th grade math, you modify and you do work on 6th grade level. So that's what we're doing for math. We do lower level math because I'm modifying for her. That's really the only thing that I'm doing now for, modifying is just our math. Everything else is on grade level, for high school. But what I do this accommodation. So I accommodate for her, and I use this accommodation so she can access the material that even if it's in high school level, it might be a little bit hard for her to access it. But with the accommodations, I feel that she's able to do a lot better, be able to get, the information better. So I hope it was helpful. I just wanted to share with you different things that you can do to accommodate for your child with disabilities and modify for your child with disabilities that you are homeschooling. If you have any questions, you need more ideas of things that you can do, just let me know below. I'll try to answer them and try to help you out. I am, a special education teacher by trade. That's what I went to school for. So when I do this thing for my daughter, they come to me because this is what I went to school for, to work with kids with disabilities. So if you have any questions, make sure you post them below and I'll help you as much as I can. So thank you so much for watching. Enjoyed this video, and if this video was helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And also, if you don't, make sure you don't follow me on Facebook and Instagram, that you do so for more ideas and motivation. I will see you soon. Bye.